What if I told you that losing muscle as we age isn't just a normal part of getting old, but something we can actually prevent and even reverse? I know that might sound hard to believe. After all, we've been taught that getting older means getting weaker, that it's just part of the deal. But what if that wasn't the full story? Here's the truth. Muscle loss or sarcopenia isn't just about aging. It's actually a metabolic condition. That means it has causes, and more importantly, it has solutions. You might have noticed your legs feel less steady, or it takes more effort to stand up from a chair. Maybe stairs seem harder, or you feel like you're slowing down. That's not just old age creeping in. That's your body telling you something deeper is happening. And here's the really good news. There's one simple, natural food that can actually help reverse muscle loss, even at age 75. Sounds wild? Maybe. But give me a few minutes and I'll show you exactly how it works and why this one forgotten food might just be the missing key to helping you rebuild your strength, energy, and independence. Because growing older doesn't mean giving up. It means growing wiser and choosing to take back control of your health, one powerful step at a time. You've probably heard it 100 times. Just eat more protein. But what if I told you that for people over 60, it's not that simple? See, as we age, something quietly shifts in our bodies, and most of us don't even notice until it's already taken a toll. You might still be eating healthy, getting in your steps, even lifting a few light weights, but your muscles, they're not responding the way they used to. This silent shift is called anabolic resistance. It means your body becomes less sensitive to the signals that tell it, hey, it's time to build muscle. Even when you're giving it what it needs, protein, exercise, rest, the response just isn't the same. And the scary part? This resistance often starts in your 60s or 70s and builds slowly. No alarms, no big warning signs, just a gradual loss of strength, a harder time getting up from a chair, a sense that you're fading, but you can't explain why. But here's the good news, it's reversible. With the right nutrition, timed correctly, and small adjustments to your daily habits, your body can start building muscle again. Studies show that increasing high-quality protein, especially at key times of the day, can wake up your muscle-building pathways. So if you've been doing everything right but still feel weaker, maybe it's not you. Maybe it's time to outsmart anabolic resistance and give your body the signal it's been waiting for. Here's something most people don't realize. Insulin isn't just about blood sugar. It's also the gatekeeper for muscle growth. Think of insulin like a delivery truck. It picks up nutrients, like protein and amino acids, and drops them off at your muscles where they were used to rebuild and repair. But as we age, that delivery truck starts getting sluggish. It doesn't respond as quickly. It doesn't always get to the right address. That's called insulin resistance. And it's more common than you think. When your muscles stop listening to insulin, they stop absorbing the very nutrients they need to stay strong. This is why, even if you're eating plenty of protein, it might not be doing much. Your muscles are simply not getting the message. But there's hope, and it starts with improving insulin sensitivity. Simple changes like cutting back on processed sugars, eating more nutrient-dense whole foods, and staying physically active, even a brisk walk after meals, can reignite your body's ability to absorb and use protein effectively. Think of it this way. If your muscles are like a sponge, insulin is the water. The more sensitive your body is to insulin, the more that sponge can soak up and grow. So if you're over 60 and feeling weaker despite your efforts, maybe it's not what you're eating, but how your body is using it. And that's something you can change. If protein is the building block of muscle, then leucine is the switch that turns on the construction crew. You see, not all amino acids are created equal, and among them, leucine plays a unique role. It's like the ignition key that starts your body's muscle-building engine. How? By activating an enzyme called mTOR, which is basically your body's green light for protein synthesis, the process of repairing and building muscle tissue. Here's the thing most people don't know. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at using amino acids, even if we're eating enough protein. That means to get the same muscle-building response, Older adults actually need more leucine than younger folks. And when we don't get enough, the whole system slows down. Muscle repair stalls, strength fades, simple tasks like climbing stairs or standing up start to feel harder than they should. But it doesn't have to be that way. Leucine is found in everyday foods, eggs, beef, chicken, fish. But one of the most concentrated sources? Grass-fed beef liver, with nearly 2.9 grams of leucine in just 100 grams. That's like handing your muscles the exact tool they've been waiting for. So the next time you think about protein, go one step deeper. Ask yourself, am I getting enough leucine? Because sometimes it's not about how much you eat. It's about flipping the right biological switch. And leucine? That's the spark. Let's talk about a food that's been forgotten in modern kitchens, but quietly holds the key to restoring strength, energy, and vitality. Even after 60, grass-fed beef liver. Yes, liver. I know it's not the sexiest thing on your plate, but when it comes to pure nutritional power, this humble organ meat is a quiet giant. Packed with leucine, the amino acid we just talked about, it gives your muscles exactly what they need to rebuild. But that's just the beginning. Beef liver is also one of the richest sources of vitamin B12, which supports red blood cell production and gives you that "I can finally get off this couch" kind of energy. Add to that iron, which boosts mitochondrial function, helping your cells create and maintain stamina throughout the day. And here's the kicker. Grass-fed liver isn't just nutritious, it's clean. Unlike conventional meats, it's free of synthetic hormones and unnecessary additives. That makes it a powerful natural option, especially for those of us looking to age well without relying on pills or processed powders. Even better, you don't have to eat it every day. Just once or twice a week is enough to feel the difference in your strength, in your focus, in your drive. So if you're looking for a simple, affordable, whole food way to fight muscle loss, liver might just be the missing piece. Here's something most people don't think about. It's not just what you eat, it's when you eat that can change everything, especially when it comes to rebuilding muscle as we age. Let me ask you, what did you have for breakfast this morning? A piece of toast? Maybe just coffee? Now imagine if, instead, you started your day with 30 grams of high-quality protein and a solid dose of leucine, about 2.5 grams. That alone can kickstart muscle protein synthesis and set your body into rebuild mode from the moment you wake up. But here's where many of us get it wrong. We tend to pack most of our protein into dinner. Too late, too heavy, too little impact. Your body actually responds better when protein is spread evenly across the day. That means breakfast, lunch, and dinner, each one giving your muscles the fuel they need to stay active and repair. Think of it like watering a plant. A little throughout the day keeps it thriving, but dump it all at once, and it just runs off. Every 4 to 5 hours, a small, balanced, protein-rich meal, from foods like grass-fed beef liver, whey protein, or even soy, can keep that something is muscle. Not just for athletes or bodybuilders. Muscle is one of the most underestimated tools we have to age well. It's your body's built-in support system. Strong muscles protect your joints, stabilize your movements, and reduce the risk of falls. One of the biggest threats to independence in later years. But it doesn't stop there. Muscle also talks to your brain. Yep, building and maintaining muscle has been shown to improve brain function, reduce the risk of cognitive decline, and even boost your mood. In fact, several studies now suggest that muscle mass is a stronger predictor of longevity than weight, blood pressure, or even cholesterol. Think about that for a moment. What if the key to living not just longer, but better, is as simple as preserving your strength? Each push-up, walk, or healthy meal isn't just a habit. It's an investment in your future, in your clarity, in your ability to keep dancing at weddings, playing with grandkids, or just climbing stairs without thinking twice. Muscle isn't just about how you look, it's about how you live. So let's start living stronger, longer, and with purpose. So, where do we begin? Not with a gym membership, not with some extreme diet, but right at your next meal. Aim for at least 30 grams of protein and 2.5 grams of leucine with every meal. That could be a couple of eggs, a scoop of whey, or a serving of grass-fed beef liver. Small choices, big shifts. Then move your body with purpose. 2 to 3 times a week, do something that challenges your muscles. Body weight squats, push-ups, resistance bands. You don't need a six-pack. You need strength you can count on. And please don't forget to rest. Your muscles don't grow while you're working out. They grow when you sleep. So give yourself those 7 to 8 hours each night, not as a luxury, but as a foundation. The key isn't doing more. It's doing what matters consistently. Because small, consistent action beats short bursts of effort every time. And the reward? A body that carries you, not limits you. A life with more independence, more clarity, more energy, even decades down the road. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. And the best time to start is today. If this message resonated with you, hit like, tap subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Let's grow stronger together.